Istaria Chronicles of the Gifted. This game has been around for 22, nearly 23 years in total now, and has been kept alive by the volunteer developers and community for its entirety. It is a game that I bet you haven't known unless you're one of the loyal players that have been here since the beginning, or discovered it through some unknown way. Perhaps through a friend, colleague, or even scrolling through the Discord community tab, or just by searching up Dragon MMORPGs on Google. It is a game that possibly has never seen more than 2,000 players in its entire lifetime. So why is it so successful? Why don't more people know about it? I have played this game for the last 3 years. However, I have known about its existence for the last 10. I have found out that this game, despite its jankiness at times, is endeared, with its complex yet interesting mechanics, powerful bosses and loot, and hours of brain-numbing grinding that makes you wonder how much time you actually have on your hands as you brain rot digging the same set of resource nodes for 5 hours straight. It has a beautiful, if not old, set of landscapes and adventures, which can be quite nostalgic if you've played MMORPGs since the early 2000s and 2010s. Curse for me being an introvert, but I have found myself enjoying having players to rely on while I just sit here and be a dragon, digging through rocks or smacking the local wildlife. The players are like family, close together, some of which who have played since its release during 2003, yet are still here decades later. Strangers alone will help you most of the time for completely free and without cost. Millions of horde points, texts, spells, formulas, money, even questing. If you simply ask, chances are you'll get a player that just wants to help. But how far does it go? Ever since a certain event happened, I have been wondering this exact question. A Brazilian streamer by the name of Professor Lê, which, if you can speak Brazilian, I'd watch his gameplay, I personally use the subtitles though, streamed this game a long while back. With him came an influx of hundreds of players. The catch? I've never seen that many experienced players, including myself, help so much in my life. Dozens of new players were running around the starter zone with at least 15 older players chilling out in the middle of town square. It felt like the 2010s again. Even with a language barrier, some were using Google Translate to communicate with each other. It was amazing and quite wholesome, but what if it was just one player? One hatchling to rule them all? That is where this challenge comes in. This is the Monk Run. I have seen a few challenges in this game while I've been actively playing. One is called the Permahatchy Run. The dragons in this game do not grow over time. Lore-wise and gameplay-wise, they need to become experienced and participate in a rite of passage in order to ascend to another life stage. Some players have taken it on themselves to not touch these rite of passages. Instead, they max out their characters as a small, flightless child. The other is called the Non-Gifted Challenge. This is basically Istaria's version of a Nuzlocke. They play the game as normal, but if you die even once, you are required to delete your character, no matter the progress. But I have never seen anybody as mad, as deranged, as insane pull one move. One absolutely mental challenge that I will absolutely not be able to do by myself. No armor, no weapons. It is hard enough to do most of the shit in this game with updated armor and weapons. I have nearly died to wolves my level with mithril scales, which is the best armor you can get before you become an ancient and can move on to adamantium. So having no weapons or claws, no text on these, nothing to protect my poor baby scales? Playing Istaria would be impossible, right? Well, I wanted to experiment with just how community-driven Istaria can be. After all, people on this game will pay real money to own plots despite not playing, so players such as myself can level their crafting without a hustle. But what if there was a small, defenseless creature? Would the community adopt it and defend it with all their life and power, or will they leave the thing to rot forever? There's only one way to find this out. And it starts now. new character. I'm, this is gonna be such an interesting challenge. So, I'm gonna go with Dragon for 2 reasons. Number 1, they're a dragon. Number 2, they have natural armor and a pretty good damage for early game, so I won't suffer as much, hopefully. So we are gonna make this new creature. So this is gonna be a very interesting. Oh my god, look at this goblin, look at this freak. He's gonna cause so much mayhem and he doesn't even know it yet. Going to go over the rules of this challenge real quick while you watch me create my devious creature in the background. The first and foremost biggest rule is the fact that we absolutely cannot have any type of dragon scale or claw during this entire run. No text on them, no crystals socketed, nothing. The only thing we are going to be able to tech is spells because they cannot be equipped. I'm also going to allow my character to have masks as they don't add any buffs to armor or anything else and can be worn on their own without being equipped to a scale. The second rule is the fact that we will not be able to use any crafting school besides Dragon's Artisan School. This is another reason why I decided to choose Dragon, because it limits a lot we can do by ourselves. A lot of the players in this game already rely on each other. A lot of things you can do as a biped you cannot do as a dragon, such as create scrolls, create potions, food to take care of death points, or really anything that isn't making stuff for layers, shaping crystals, or creating a dragon's own claw and armor. Because I want this to be a social experiment for how players will help each other, I do not think it will be fair if I create a biped that can create like 95% of the items in the game. So I'm just going to be sticking with Artisan, as I would need Artisan anyway to progress a little bit on my own, such as making and teching spells. The third rule that I will be installing for this challenge is the fact that I absolutely cannot use any of my other previously made characters to help progress this one. I cannot tech spells on those characters and give them to this one, nor can I gather resources to help him grind his Artisan level. And finally, the last rule. I cannot use any type of exploit to help progress my character. I can accept help, as in trading and allowing people to fight with me during my quest, but things such as power leveling, where another character will take mine and kill a bunch of high-level creatures to give me experience to level up my adventure school, I cannot do. The only ways that I can gain levels or any type of experience besides grinding Artisan is killing my own creatures or finishing my own storyline quests. Because of the fact that Istaria's XP share works as long as you are in the group of another person, gaining experience points from somebody helping me along my quest will not count as long as I aid them in the battle. Basically, what this means is the fact that I cannot be a coward and run away and let other people do the work for me. I have to try and include myself the best I can, even if I do end up dying in the process. And with that final word, I decided to name my character Molagniel, and now the challenge has officially started. The vile creature enters. The horrendous monster. Look at it. Oh, he's so cute though. Oh, this defenseless monster This is going to be a very interesting playthrough. For another time, I'm afraid. Oh my god, what in the world happened to this chat? I must have been typing in it by accident. Oh, look at you. Vile animal. I do not know what will be in store for me in the future. I do know, however, that this is going to be incredibly difficult, and without the community's help, I will not be able to be successful and succeed in this monk run. Whether I win this and climb to the top, or I fail and very much give up at the end of this series, I will be trying my absolute best to try to win this, with the help of the community, of course.